A top story, Rodri, the talented midfielder from Spain and Manchester City, was awarded the prestigious Ballon d'Or on Monday night, recognizing him as the world's best player. Meanwhile, Spain's Aitana Bonmati won the Women's Ballon d'Or for the second consecutive year. Here's a report for more.
A new star is on the soccer horizon. Spain and Manchester City midfielder Rodrigo won the Ballon d'Or award for being the best player in the world. Rodrigo raced past Brazil's Vinicius Jr. and England's Jude Bellingham, both of Real Madrid, to the prestigious prize. 28-year-old Rodri, a first-time winner of the award, was instrumental in helping his team win an unprecedented fourth successive Premier League trophy last season. He was also named Best Player at this year's European Championship after Spain lifted a record-extending fourth title.
I'm very happy. This means a lot to me as a player. I can only enjoy the moment. In the end, it has been a complicated month for me with this injury. For me, this is a gift, a reward for the work since long time ago. And above all, what it also means for my club, for my country, for Spanish football.
The 28-year-old Madrid native is the first defensive midfielder to win the Ballon d'Or since Lothar Matthäus in 1990 and the third Spaniard to claim the prize. That Generation Next is taking over was obvious, as for the first time since 2003, neither Lionel Messi nor Ronaldo made it to the final 30 list of nominees. In the women's category, Barcelona and Spain star Aitana Bonmati won her second consecutive Women's Ballon d'Or after leading her club to a historic continental quadruple of titles and claiming the Nations League with her country. Already considered an all-time great of the women's game, Bonmati was the standout performer as Barcelona romped up trophy-laden 2023-24 season. The 26-year-old playmaker joins teammate Alexia Putellas as the only woman to win the Ballon d'Or twice since the award's inauguration in 2018.
My main objective from now on is to keep winning, to keep improving above all. I like to say that I always try to improve every day and I always talk about my mentality. I think it is unique and necessary to keep progressing in the world of football. Being a woman, the reality is that it is difficult to make a place for yourself in the world of football because it is or was a world for men. So I feel very proud to be here today to receive my second Ballon d'Or.
Bonmati was also named Player of the Season by UEFA for her 6 goals and 6 assists during her side's successful European campaign. The 26-year-old added the inaugural Women's Nations League to her kitty in February when she scored Spain's opener in the final against France. Sports Desk, DD India.
And Brazil and Real Madrid forward Vinicius Jr. said on Monday that he will keep on fighting racism even if his activism is what led to him not winning the Ballon d'Or. Vinicius took to social media after finishing second in the prestigious award, voting behind Manchester City midfielder Rodri. "I will do it 10 times if I have to. They are not ready." Vinicius' management explained that the player was referring to his fight against racism and that they believe it was what led to him not winning the award. The 24-year-old Brazil international has been subjected to racial abuse on several occasions in Spain, leading to at least 2 convictions for racist insults in pioneer cases in the country. And Barcelona forward Lamine Yamal became the youngest ever winner of the Copa Trophy at the Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris. It recognizes the best under-21 player in men's football. The 17-year-old has enjoyed breakout year for club and country. He helped Spain with the European Championship last summer and played a prominent role in a new-look Barca side under Hansi Flick. It is the third time in 4 years the trophy has been won by a Barcelona player. Pedri won it 2021 and Gavi in 2022. Now, Manchester United have sacked manager Erik ten Hag following a disastrous start to the season. They have dropped to the 14th position in Premier League standings after suffering their 4th defeat in 9 league games. They have won only 1 of their last 8 games in all competitions. Hack's position had been repeatedly called into question when the club finished 8th in the Premier League last season. More details in this report.
In a major development, Manchester United have sacked manager Erik ten Hag following the club's lackluster start to the season. The club named former striker Ruud van Nistelrooy as interim manager till a permanent head coach is recruited. Hag's position had become untenable after United dropped to a 14th position in the Premier League points table. The club have suffered its 4th defeat in 9 league games. Furthermore, they have won only one of their last 8 games in all competitions. Manchester United said in a statement, Erik ten Hag has left his role as Manchester United men's first team manager. Erik was appointed in April 2022 and led the club to 2 domestic trophies, winning the Carabao Cup in 2023 and the FA Cup in 2024. We are grateful to Erik for everything he has done during his time with us and wish him well for the future. Hag's position had been repeatedly called into question at the end of the last season after an 8th-place Premier League finish. But a shock FA Cup final victory over rivals Manchester City in May 2024 helped him sign a new contract to extend his stay until 2026. However, he failed to find the solutions to many of his side's struggle from the last season. United's awful start to the season has come despite more than £600 million being spent on new players since Ten Hag took charge ahead of 2022-23 campaign. Sports Desk, DD India.
And Manchester United are reportedly in talks with Portuguese coach Ruben Amorim to become their next manager after sacking Erik ten Hag following a disastrous start to the season. United want to turn to Amorim, who is considered one of Europe's leading young coaches. The 39-year-old Sporting Lisbon manager was linked with the manager's role at Liverpool following the departure of Jurgen Klopp this year, but Dutch coach Arne Slot got the job. Time finally ran out for Ten Hag after a 4th defeat in 9 league games on Sunday. And former Italy forward Mario Balotelli has joined Serie A strugglers Genoa as a free agent. Balotelli underwent a medical on Monday before signing a contract with Genoa for the remainder of the season. The former Manchester City player had been without a club since leaving Turkish outfit Adana Demirspor in June. He last featured in Italy's top flight in 2019-20 with Brescia, although he did play in Italy for Serie B Monza in the 2020-21 campaign. Now, Chelsea and Nottingham Forest have been fined £40,000 and £125,000 for failing to control their players in the Premier League game earlier this month. Both clubs admitted a Football Association charge following the incident that took place in the closing stages of 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge on 6th October. It was sparked by Forest defender Nico Williams, who pushed Chelsea fullback Marc Cucurella into Blues manager Enzo Maresca, resulting in an on-pitch fight. Cricket now. New Zealand batter Kane Williamson will miss the 3rd and final test against India, set to begin in Mumbai on Friday. The 34-year-old Williamson has also missed the first 2 tests in Bengaluru and Pune and will not travel to India. He will continue his injury rehabilitation in order to get ready for the upcoming 3-test home series against England. The first England test starts at Hagley Oval in Christchurch on November 28th. New Zealand beat India by 8 wickets in Bengaluru and 113 runs in Pune to take an unassailable 2-0 lead. The Kiwis have sealed a historic first-ever series triumph in Test in India. And Cricket Australia announced on Tuesday that wicketkeeper batter Matthew Wade has retired from international cricket and will join the coaching staff of the national men's team. Wade made his international debut in October 2011 and has featured in 36 Test, 97 ODIs and 92 T20Is. His last appearance came in June 2024 at the T20 World Cup. He will join Australia's coaching staff for the upcoming T20I series against Pakistan under Andre Borowick and be with the group for the ODI series, which starts in Melbourne next week. He will, however, continue playing domestic cricket. And Cricket West Indies has awarded year-long annual contracts to 14 female players across the region. This initiative is a significant milestone for West Indies cricket as it signals CWI's commitment to growth of women's cricket in the Caribbean and also increase the possibility of players to play in international tournaments. This means that now there are 104 contracted regional players for the year and total 164 in total, including senior and academy players. CWI has also renewed annual contracts for 90 male players across 6 territories, maintaining their commitment in building regional strength for both men's and women's cricket. And with their series level at 1-1, Harmanpreet Kaur-led India is currently taking on newly crowned T20 World Cup champions New Zealand women in the third and final ODI in Ahmedabad. New Zealand captain Sophie Devine opted to bat first after winning the toss. India have put pressure on the visitors with regular blows. India's Priya Mishra and Saima Thakur, with their clinical bowling, have sent half of the New Zealand side back to the pavilion. New Zealand were 152 for the loss of 5 wickets as per the latest reports. And cricket at the Los Angeles Olympics could be moved onto the east coast of the United States in order to cater to the massive audience in India and also tap into the huge domestic market of the sport in the host country. The east coast is 9.5 hours behind India and the country's viewers can catch the action live, but Los Angeles is 12.5 hours behind, which could be detrimental from a viewership point. New York on the east coast hosted several preliminary round matches of the T20 World Cup earlier this year, which it co-hosted with the West Indies. Now, a young Indian contingent spearheaded by Malvika Bansor and Satish Kumar will be in auction at the Hilo Open badminton tournament in Saarbrücken city of Germany. In the absence of top Indian badminton players like PV Sindhu, Lakshya Sen, HS Pranoy and Kidambi Srikanth, the Indian youngsters will have the spotlight on them. Last year's quarter-finalist Malvika Bansor will enter the upcoming edition as the 6th seed in women's singles. World number 44 Satish Kumar Karunakaran is the only other seeded Indian at the Hilo Open this year. The tournament begins on Tuesday. Still to come on DDI Sportsbuzz. Chess Grandmaster Arjun Erigesi in an exclusive interview says his ultimate aim is to become the world champion. Details after the break.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Buzz. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Now, we caught up with Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigesi after his remarkable feat on becoming the youngest Indian to surpass the coveted 2,800 ELO rating mark. Take a look. By becoming the youngest Indian and only the second from India after Vishwanathan Anand to break the prestigious 2,800 ELO rating threshold. There have been congratulatory messages pouring in. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed his achievement and he has said that it's phenomenal. How big this achievement is for Arjun and where will this take him? Is joining us to talk about it. Welcome Arjun. Welcome DD India. Appreciate you giving us your precious time. First of all, congratulations for this historic achievement, and it's a big moment in Indian chess, world of chess. 16th player in the history of chess overall to cross 2,800 ELO in live rating list, and also second Indian to do so after Vishwanathan Anand. Arjun, tell us, where does it stand in the list of your achievements?
Hello. Firstly, thank you. Thank you so much for all the kind words. Well, yeah, I'm certainly happy with it, but The thing is, when I touched 2800, it was during the tournament, and I had still 2 more rounds left, so I didn't want to think about all this. So I just focused on the remaining 2, and I drew both the games, and our team finished well. But because I drew both the games, I lost some rating, and I'm now down to 2799. So on the November list, it will be 2799. But yeah, I'm not too disappointed or anything. I still have one classical tournament in November, and if I do well, maybe I can, for the December list, I can cross 2800. So my goal has always been the same, just to perform well in whatever tournament that I plan.
Yes, but you have achieved this feat. You are the youngest Indian to do so, and the age of just 21. I mean, you have done it. I mean, you have been doing amazingly well, but you have done it at a very less span of time. I mean, if we compare it with others also. Tell us the preparations behind it. I mean, it's easier said than done. Tell us what has gone behind it.
Well, firstly, a lot of chess work. I think that almost any top chess player would do. But one thing that has surely worked in my favor this year was detaching myself from the results. Last year, I had some very tough experience when I had a lot of attachment to the results, and that ended up putting pressure on me, and that affected negatively. And I made a conscious choice, and I worked on it to detach myself from the results, and I think that has definitely helped me a lot.
Okay. Arjun, this list, you must be aware, obviously, the list of 16 includes the likes of Kasparov, Kremnik, Magnus Carlsen, Dingler, Vishwanathan Anand, of course. How does it feel? I mean, you are being modest, I know, but this is the most prestigious club you could belong to. Most classical champions club is above 2800. Because you have to beat the best in order to get there. Does it feel proud that your name is being taken with the legends of the game?
Yeah, it definitely feels great to join a list which has some of the best names of the game, not just now, but in history. And also, I think from the current generation, I'm only the second person. So yeah, that also feels nice.
Arjun, Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated you. He had called you after Chess Olympiad win too. You all had gone to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence. And this time he has said that Erigasi's milestone would inspire a lot of youngsters to take up chess as a sport and shine on the global stage. Does it feel good? Prime Minister of the country has such a big faith in you.
Definitely. I think when we got the chance to meet the Honorable Prime Minister, it was already a big moment, not just for me personally, but for chess as a sport in India. And also receiving a tweet from him about me now also feels great.
People have been calling you Karpov and Kasparov, you and Gukesh of 2020s. But talking about this year, Arjun, 3 Indians making cut for elite candidates tournament, two in women's category. In Norway chess tournament, we all know Pragyananda defeating Magnus Carlsen, and then chess Olympiad victory, and now this 2800 ELO rating. You think this is the greatest chess year for India?
I think possibly yes. Well, two Olympiad golds, and Gukesh winning candidates. These alone are good enough to call it the best year of Indian chess, I think.
Arjun, I mean, I'd ask you after Chess Olympiad 2, is this the beginning of the country's reign as the best chess nation in the world with whatever achievement we have got this year? I mean, what we have done in Chess Olympiad, it had never happened. I was speaking with Harika also, you, Gukesh also, Divya Deshmukh also. Do you think, I mean, we are the superpower now in chess, India?
Yeah, I think what we did at the Olympiad was clearly a statement that we are a huge superpower, and also we have a very young team, so we are here to stay for long. So yeah, it's definitely a big statement.
Okay, and a message for the fans who keep supporting you. They supported you during the chess Olympiad also. You were felicitated also. They all were there. A lot of people were there to welcome you at the airport. Your team. What message do you want to give to the fans who are always there to support you people?
Yeah, a big thank you to all the fans for watching chess and rooting for all of us. And I would just say chess is a fun game. Just try it out, and I'm sure you will enjoy and have fun.
Who has been your biggest support in the journey, Arjun? One needs motivation always. Who is your motivation on chess, or maybe your role model?
Definitely, like my family has been extremely supporting, and my team, and also my sponsor Quantbox, listed here. They have been very supportive as well. And yeah, my mother, especially, she maybe not that much nowadays, but she used to travel a lot with me to tournaments, and she used to give like a lot of motivational, inspirational words to me, and that definitely helped. And also seeing Anand sir and Magnus nowadays, it's very inspiring.
Okay, and what next for you, Arjun? I mean, also, what is your ultimate aim? There are players who say that this was the reason that why I joined this sport. What will satisfy you? I can see you're okay with it. You're being modest also. But that hunger is still there, which is a very big point, which is a plus point. What is your ultimate aim in chess?
Ultimate aim in chess is to become world champion.
Okay.
And for that, I have to wait at least a few more years. So I won't think too much about it now. But for now, I just take one tournament at a time and focus on that. And next, I'm playing in the Chennai Grandmasters, starting in about a week time now. So yeah, that's my aim. There is to play well and win the.
All right, Arjun. Last question before we leave you. What message do you want to give to the youngsters who are inclined towards this sport and want to play this sport professionally?
I would say the main thing is to enjoy. If you enjoy chess, it's great, and I think doing puzzles, playing a lot of games, these things help.
All right, enjoy this game, and there is no shortcut to success. Hard work is very important. Thank you, Arjun. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for giving us your precious time. All right, that was chess grandmaster Arjun Erigese speaking with DD India. That's all for this edition of SportsBuzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching SportsBuzz.